All right, so before we jump straight into the video and to some of these tips and reasons why you ladies want to incorporate some exercise into your pregnancy, I wanted just to catch you up to speed and give you a little update on how things are going with me. Basically, I went to the doctor yesterday and I am almost at the halfway mark. We are at about 19 weeks, which is incredible because I feel like I just announced it the other day that I was pregnant. So things have kind of moved very, very quickly. We are almost at 5 months in, which is crazy. In these last 18 to 19 weeks, the last time that I weighed myself, I was like right at 18 and a half weeks. So it was kind of a couple of days ago, and I had gained 10 pounds. So I started off at 116 when I found out that, just before I found out I was pregnant, I was like at 116. It took me about almost 5 months. In these last 4.5 months, 5 months, I have gained 10 pounds. I'm at 126 right now. To be honest, I don't know if that's good, if that's bad, because I'm not sure how to gauge this. But just kind of based on the way that I feel, I think it's okay. I'm not really sure where that is because I did find out that most of the baby's weight actually is gained at the end of the pregnancy, closer to the end. So I think that I have been averaging 2.5, maybe almost 3 pounds a month. When it comes to my nutrition, of course, I've been having a lot of flexibility in my diet because I don't want to restrict myself from too many foods, but I am very conscious of everything that I'm putting into my body. I'm doing a lot of juicing. I have a green juice per day, almost every day. If I'm not having a green juice, some days I'll have apple and carrots and lemon or something like that, just to make sure that I'm getting a lot of veggies and a lot of fruits into my diet, a lot of fiber, because as you ladies probably know, fiber is super important when you're pregnant. So I've been doing a lot of juicing. I've been keeping my food really healthy, really clean, with the exception of, my burger and fries. I'm definitely not holding back on some of the things that I enjoy, but I am very conscious of the things that I'm eating. I want to make sure that the baby's getting a lot of nutrition, really good nutrition. The other thing that I've been incorporating, not too often, but maybe like every other day, is a little bit of peanut butter. For some reason, I was doing some research and I read that if the mom consumes peanuts or peanut butter throughout the pregnancy, there's less likelihood that the baby's going to have a peanut allergy. I don't know if it's true or not, but just in case, I am consuming it because I know what a stressful situation it can be for children who do have peanut allergies. If there's a way that I can avoid that, I'm going to try it, whether it works or not. So I'll let you guys know if it even worked when the baby's born, if the baby has, and hopefully we never have a situation. So that's kind of what's been going on with me. Also, in terms of working out, I've been exercising. Frankie, what do you want? My dog drives me nuts. He's like attached at the hip. He's like the shadow of Lisette Howard. When it comes to exercising, I've been working out actually with weights 2 to 3 times a week. And I'm actually going to be sharing with you ladies some of the exercises that I've been incorporating. I'm doing a full Fit Mom workout series. Actually, I'm filming it in a week or two, and I'm going to be launching it just shortly after. So I'm going to be sharing with you ladies a lot of really great exercises that you guys can incorporate into your exercise routine. And then we're going to get into now the reasons why you want to definitely include exercise into your pregnancy. I've been resistance training for about 40 minutes, not more than that, just because I'm really tired. About 35, 40 minutes in, I'm exhausted. I've been doing that 2 to 3 times a week. And then one thing that I am doing a lot of is walking. So I'll go for evening walks with my husband. I take the dog out for a walk probably twice a day. And I'm trying to do 2.5 to 3 miles, probably 3 to 4 times a week. And I feel like that's what's really been helping the most, because sometimes now that I'm a little bit bigger and I'm almost at 5 months, I can feel the baby so much more. And the baby kind of sits in some uncomfortable positions. And I realize that walking has helped so much with the discomfort, especially when I'm sleeping. So for those of you new moms who are not in freezing weather right now, I definitely suggest you try to get outside and do some sort of walking. You don't have to run, but definitely get that circulation in. It's going to make you feel so much better. Also, I wanted to share with you guys, this is a picture of me. I took that about 2 weeks ago, so that's where I was at week 17. I had gained probably I want to say 8.5 pounds there, 8 pounds, something like that. So yeah, that's what I look like right now. All right, so reason number 1 on why you definitely want to incorporate some form of either cardiovascular, aerobic, or resistance exercise into your pregnancy. And I'm sharing this not just from the research that I've done, but also just from personal experience and from speaking with my doctor. The number 1 reason right now for me is that it helps you sleep so much better. I realized that I was having a little bit of issue sleeping just because I wake up to go to the bathroom a lot. Also, the baby is now, he's a little bit heavier, so he gets in kind of these uncomfortable pockets. I also was suffering from a little bit of like restless legs. I don't know if any of you have noticed that, especially like earlier on in your pregnancy, but I was having such like restless legs. I guess the restless leg syndrome. I had never experienced that before, but I noticed that the days that I exercised, the days that I went out walking, I slept so much better. I didn't feel that kind of tingleness and like discomfort in my legs. Also, I don't know if like the baby was maybe worn out, but like I felt like he was sleeping the entire time. So it definitely helped me sleep so much more. And based on the research that I've done, obviously because you're expelling some calories, you're increasing your blood flow and circulation, it really does help with your sleep. So that's definitely my reason number one on why you want to incorporate some form of exercise into your pregnancy. Okay, reason number two is increase your energy level. And this I can attest to, and I have an example just from yesterday alone. The last couple of days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I have been kind of locked away in my office doing a lot of work. I've had just a lot of catch-up work. I had my mom visiting here from last week, which took up a lot of my time. So I had a lot of work to do, and I had been kind of locked on the computer, sitting down, wasn't being really mobile. And I was feeling like my energy was just on the ground. I was always exhausted. I felt like I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to leave the house. And I said, you know what? I need to get outside. I need to work out. I had done a good workout with my husband on Sunday. I didn't do anything on Monday or Tuesday. And yesterday my husband's like, we have to get outside. Let's go for a walk. And taking the dog out, we went out for like a 3.5 mile walk. I came back and I felt so energized. I felt so good. I was able to sit down, crank out my work. I was able to like cook and pick up the house and clean. And I just felt like my energy level was so high. I also slept incredibly well. This morning I woke up and I said, okay, I'm going to definitely go for a walk in the morning first thing. And I've had great sustained energy throughout the day. I've had so much more energy with my clients, even on my phone calls and consultations and nutritional consultations. I just feel so much better. And just based on the research that I've done, any form of exercise is going to help you kind of increase those endorphins and really help increase those energy levels. So that's definitely one amazing reason, because as probably a lot of you ladies know, one of the biggest syndromes or like the biggest side effects of being pregnant is that you're constantly tired. So anything that you can do to boost your energy levels is so unbelievably important. Okay, so reason number three, and this one's kind of a big one. It's one that my doctor and I actually discussed extensively when I kind of first met with her and we found out that I was pregnant, is that exercising throughout your pregnancy really helps decrease the risk of any sort of like pregnancy related complications or issues. Most importantly, the two are preeclampsia and gestational diabetes. For those of you expecting moms who may have already developed some sort of gestational diabetes, and it's actually very common in pregnancy due to the influx and changes in your hormones, but for those of you who might have developed that already, increasing your exercise moderately to 3 times a week, there's a huge study that showed that it reduced your risk of having a macrosomic, I guess it's called, which is like a very large newborn. It reduced the risk of that by 54%, which is significant. It also reduced the risk of having to have a cesarean delivery by 34%, which for those of you expecting moms, you know that you can have a home birth, you can have vaginal birth, you can have a cesarean. If you do have to have a cesarean, obviously you are undergoing major surgery. So being able to reduce that risk by 34% is pretty significant. So that's definitely one of the great benefits of incorporating more exercises, being able to kind of control that gestational diabetes and help reduce the risk of having a really enlarged baby or a large newborn. Tip number 4 is that incorporating exercise helps reduce your pregnancy discomfort. And if you're anything like me, I started to get a little bit of like ache and pain and discomfort as early as like 4.5 months. So basically, exercise strengthens your muscles, it increases your circulation, it increases your blood flow, it allows your body to cope with aches and pains so much better. Obviously, doing things like stretching and yoga is really phenomenal for lower back pain. And I know that as that belly starts to grow and it gets heavier, that back pain starts to kind of really increase and the discomfort is just really difficult, especially when you're sleeping. So circulating, getting your body moving, stretching your body alleviates a lot of that stress, alleviates a lot of the compression that we put on our lower spine. So it's definitely a great way to alleviate just those small little body aches, and basically anything that you can do to be more comfortable throughout your pregnancy, especially if it starts as early as 4 months like me, and we still have 5 months to go. Those 5 months are going to be you'll be able to just cope with it so much more. Also, it's going to help alleviate stress. It's going to burn up like any extra calories or any sort of like pent up energy or discomfort that you have. It's going to get alleviated by doing simple things as walking or maybe swimming, which is really great for the core. Or even if you do just a little bit of resistance training with weights, it's going to help with that, increase that muscle strength, which will help so much more with circulation and blood flow. Okay, so reason number 5, and this one actually makes perfect sense, is that it actually helps you prepare for childbirth. Basically, the stronger you are, the stronger you're going to go into your labor and to your delivery. And one of the things that my doctor mentioned to me was that going into labor is like basically going into a marathon. You have to have stamina, strength, endurance, you have to be focused. And all of those things come from resistance training or doing some sort of cardiovascular exercise. She also mentioned to me a study that was done that basically said that women who did some sort of exercise 3 times a week actually had so much more ease in their labor. The baby came out a lot faster. I think that the babies came out within a 4-hour period. They were in less pain. They were a lot stronger and were able to go through the entire labor with a lot more ease. And if you're anything like me, that's exactly what I want. I want to be like, get in there, get the show on the road, be as comfortable and as easy as possible. And if I can do something about that, like exercising just a little bit and having good core strength and having good cardiovascular strength, then, I mean, why not incorporate that? Okay, and my last and final reason, which is such a huge one and such a big one for all of the new moms that I've been working with, all of the expecting moms and also moms who have already had their babies or are in postpartum, is that exercising throughout your pregnancy allows your body to bounce back so much quicker after you have your baby. And this is kind of a big one because we all say, okay, well, this is our time to focus on us. Obviously, we gain a little bit of excess weight, maybe not exactly the amount of weight that we want to gain, maybe it's a little bit more, but being able to stay active, being able to get into a really good routine where you enjoy working out, where working out actually becomes a bit of part of your lifestyle because it's something that you want to do for yourself and for your baby. Having that conditioning, having that good muscle tone, having that strength and that core strength will allow your body to bounce back so much quicker. Not only that, but you're going to like that routine and enjoy that routine that you're doing throughout your pregnancy for that, sustained period of time, that after you have your baby, you're going to miss that. You're going to want to get back into doing some sort of exercise. You're going to really want to continue giving your body really good nutrition. So being able to kind of bounce back is a really big reason for me of why I want to incorporate exercise into my pregnancy. Also, it's going to help you manage your weight and control your weight throughout the pregnancy. One of the things that I've read recently is that your baby basically throughout the second and third trimester only needs about an additional 300 calories per day. So for those of you moms who are thinking, well, I'm eating for 2, it's okay. To be honest, your baby only needs an additional 300 calories. So being able to kind of control that weight is really important because it's also going to help avoid gestational diabetes, which is a huge factor in pregnancy. So those are kind of my top 6 tips. Actually, there's probably like 10 tips, but these were the 6 that I thought were really the most important and the most relevant to new moms. I really hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you are, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, I am still working with clients. I know I've gotten a lot of questions saying, Lisette, are you still working? How are you feeling? I'm working more than ever actually right now. I've actually added on a new demographic, which is new moms, which is so exciting. I love working with you guys. So thank you for reaching out to me. Also, for those of you who are not moms and are looking for a really great comprehensive program, I have my 8-week bikini body transformation program on my website, lisettehoward.com, which you guys are going to absolutely love. There's a full review on the website. So go check that out. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Ciao. Take care.